Welcome everyone, apologies there, we're ready, we're in, and it will be Custodes versus Elite Vibes. Custodes actually on the orange for this matchup, we'll get that fixed in just a moment here, but they're taking on Elite Vibes here in our best of 5 series. Welcome in, I'm Sporty FC, hopefully you're all doing well out there, Custodes, all friends and family. One moment, we have just begun here. Let me fix this real quick. There we go, now we have everything up and ready on the correct side. Custodes on the orange. With this one, it's Flamsy, Casey, and Tads. It'll be Elite Vibes on the other side with Gloomy, Polarity, and Pindicus. I hope I'm pronouncing that one correctly there, but a big best of 5 series here. 3 wins to take the matchup in this one. Custodes find a way through in this league, but it really comes down to getting this game on, getting off to a good start. These teams have shown up on time, early and ready. Are here to try to show out for all of you watching as a bit of a misplay there will be an easy one for Elite Vibes. 2-0 so far for Elite Vibes, who have just kind of thrown the ball at the net a couple times, and Custodes maybe not ready, maybe not fully warmed up. Letting off a bit slower than they would have wanted to in this series. They're going to need to calm things down. They're going to need to just relax a little bit more. I think they're kind of stressing themselves a little bit here as well. We have started things off. For Elite Vibes, they've started things off well, but for Custodes, it's been a bad start here. There's a fail in the clear as well, and a bit of space in the midfield. Demo on the backfield as well. Polarity towards the back wall. We'll look for a second touch, leaving it in front for one more. Elite Vibes will have their chance go wide for now, but this is a worrying sign for Custodes early on. They're just not able to hold onto the ball, and these rotations have been a bit wider than they should have had it to be. Elite Vibes doing a really good job at using the space that's given to them here. When they get past one, there just seems to be that pocket of room behind them. Those 50-50s where Elite Vibes just seem to be the better team right now in accessing and utilizing. Those are going to need to turn and close that down quickly if they are to come back in this game. Has been a bad start. They're hoping will be just that, a bad start. Although Gloomy's looking to have something to say about that. Admiral won't be on the clear. There's an inward play, will still be for Elite Vibes as everybody in Custodes going back for some boost. Polarity, infield to Gloomy, that shot. No, it's not bad, it's just off the bar and out. Elite Vibes still on the attack, still searching, and you feel like that third goal for them with all that they're doing is not too far away for them. That's the scariness of all of this. As Gloomy, not a play there. Elite Vibes will stay on the offense though, and they're just looking for one play in front. Polarity missed it completely. And Flamsy should have the clear here. But I'd like to see a little bit more control. Custodes haven't really had much to show for an offense this game. And just considering all that we have seen. 2 minutes to play. Elite Vibes, the ones in control. And for Custodes at this point, maybe still trying to figure out how on earth they're going to be able to work together in this series. It just does not feel like they're there together right now. Team chemistry is so important in these series, especially early on. You're starting off with what you would want to be your most basic. And you hope that your baseline is going to be good enough here. For Elite Vibes, it has been so far, although they are going to have to be a little bit careful with that last player back. Still a great challenge from Polarity. Doesn't reach the ball though. Time ticking away, because those have done a very good job at limiting Elite Vibes, even though they gave up a couple goals early that they frankly should not have. At this point in their game, they've done a whole lot better. The problem is they haven't exactly done better on the offensive side. That, though, was their best chance of the game so far. A mistake from Elite Vibes, but one that it will not be taken by Tad. We'll go the other way back as Polarity on the whiff. I do expect that these teams are going to improve as the series goes on in terms of getting goals. It feels very even, and it feels like both teams aren't really playing at a full 100% right now. Feels like no one really wants to be the one to break the deadlock. Everybody kind of sitting in, taking a more defensive posturing. Be a great time just to get a goal late, even if it doesn't change the overall trajectory of this game. You get a goal late, let your team know that you are figuring them out. Polarity to the top left corner. Elite Vibes will have done just that. as Pentecost has done a great job at getting this ball in the midfield. Definitely been the scariest player on Elite 5 so far. As there's less than 30 seconds to go here. We'll be up the back wall, cleared away by Casey. Gloomy. And Elite Vibes, I mean, they've got this game wrapped up at this point. There is no world where I see our team come back from this, so it's going to come down to how they adapt now. Game 1, what you can only charitably say has been a weak start for Custodes. Elite Vibes with the control. And with this kind of control, you can make a lot happen here. But again, I'm sure Elite Vibes will be more than happy with the way that this has been progressing. Just the better team on offense. It felt like Custodes, they did better as the game went on. Their defense definitely improved. I mean, they gave up 2 goals very early. After that, it was pretty even. The problem is, it was even, but in terms of who was going to get that next goal, you had a lot of doubts that Custodes would be the one to do it, with just how much they just could not control the ball, how much they couldn't control the play. It really felt like it was a game that was going to go against them eventually here. Elite Vibes with the team asking more questions, with the team posing more options, and with a team that are getting more shots at the end of the day. So we need to see more. We need to see a lot more from Custodes, and if they want to come back in this series, simply put, offensively, it's just not enough. We'll go to game 2 now. But for Custodes at least, Neuer's been put into them here. They are not the better team from game 1. Elite Vibes would love to keep that story going. Go up to match point. The kind of dominance they displayed, we'll see if that happens. It's always so tough to predict the series after a game 1 performance. So many teams start slow. So many teams change the way they play after game 1. Game 1 so much, usually your first inclination of how your team's going to perform today. It's not uncommon again for teams, even teams that win. You try to adapt, change the way they play because they don't feel like certain thing is working correctly. For now, we'll see if any of that happens. Obviously, Custodes are going to have to absolutely make some adjustments. May just come down to a mental change, whatever it is. They did a good job at slowing down Elite Vibes by the end of game 1. It was the offense that really struggled for Custodes, and one that they really need to pick up because well, they didn't score in game 1, obviously that's an issue. The problem is just that they didn't have many chances in game 1 to score. You're not going to exactly win games when you give your team only a couple of shots a game. So tough. So tough to score, no matter how good your accuracy is. We'll be on the net, in from Polarity. Right from the midfield, Elite Vibes attacking the back line of Custodes. As it was Flamsy who had to avoid that bump from Pentecost. Won't be able to get it fully. It's a great bump attempt. Also, now a 4th straight goal from Elite Vibes. We have seen none from Custodes thus far. Gloomy to the back wall. Elite Vibes searching. It's an infield pass. It's another one for Pentecost, who has been all over the place this series. And for good, at least for good, if you're Elite Vibes. Obviously for Custodes, it's about the worst thing you can ask for. Someone who's been as threatening as he is, continuously getting on the ball. He's not going to slow down either, and it's a big mistake. Oh, an even bigger one, though, from Pentecost, who didn't actually realize that that backfield was open. He tried to stop himself short. He was unable to do so, and Custodes still looking for their first. It will be their first from Tad. Oh, they took them a while here to get their first goal, but they will happily welcome it in a game such as this. Tied at 1. Custodes not slowing down. Redirect. That one had some pace on it from Tad, but it will not be on target. And Custodes got to be careful they don't overcommit. They almost got caught again in the midfield. They've done that a couple times this game, and Well, it hasn't fully resulted in a goal against them. They keep doing that. It's going to go in the net eventually. They should feel kind of fortunate that they haven't been scored on from those challenges. Maybe the first time today we've seen Elite Vibes kind of put the pressure put against them here. They're not too concerned though. They've got a solid offense. They've proven it already. Not afraid to look to add more as Gloomy gets around Casey. Now around Tad. It's in the midfield for Flamsy, who will clear it away. Polarity back in. Ooh, Flamsy doesn't make a good touch on that. It's gonna be Pindakas. Elite Vibes. Midfield for Gloomy. Cleared back by Casey, and Polarity's gonna take his time on this. Maybe a little too much time, because he's lost the ball completely. It will go back for Pindakas. He'll get the challenge on Flamsy. Gloomy. To Polarity. What a great looking pass! It's an even better shot! And it's Elite Vibes back in the lead. Custodes knew nothing about it. Just smart play from Polarity. A heads up move to know that the defenders are both up, to see that they're both up, and to just put the shot slowly behind them where they can't reach it. The smart decision. Elite Vibes have the lead because of that. As Flamsy, off the post, it was safe. Follow up is off the bar, and it's wide open for Tad, who gets his second. Well, Custodes didn't take too long to find their answer, and it's Tad. It might have been the early play from Flamsy, but it's that second shot from Tad that just completely breaks Elite Vibes. A much better game from Custodes. They have absolutely improved. Is KC for the lead. It's 3-2. Well, it's another alpha kickoff. And Elite Vibes better be asking some questions now, because they've just given up 2 goals, in uncertain terms, from the kickoff spot. If you can play that spot correctly, you should never be scored off of there. For a team who had such good success in Game 1, Custodes have found the bounce back. Although maybe not for long. Polarity still looking to attack the net there. Pindagas, who's been such an elite player for Elite Vibes. No goals this game. Plenty of offensive touches though. They'll go again. This one sent to the net there. Oh, it's read by Tad perfectly. As Polarity to Gloomy. And it's Casey with the clear. He'll be taken out as well, so even more room for Elite Vibes, who don't have time on their hand here. Pindakas to Polarity. Polarity needed to put that one in. He had an open look at the net. Elite Vibes will go once more. They're not done. Polarity, double tap, leaves it for Gloomy. Oh, they missed the net completely. Another clear look. Far too many chances for Elite Vibes, go asking. Custodes stay in it. As another clear. Gloomy, it's for Pindakas, who doesn't have the boost. They'll keep the play moving. Polarity probably would have wanted that one not touched. As Gloomy to Polarity. Elite Vibes just choosing to wait. The chance is falling for them. It's an easy save for Casey. Gloomy again. It is on the floor. Custodes with the tied series. And that means next game determines match point. A far better look for Custodes. Tad and Casey on the board. Elite Vibes, who had all this control in Game 1, is taken away, so you wonder for Custodes what happened in Game 1 there. They're not going to think about it, though. This is a Game 2 that looks a whole lot better from them. Of course, we'll see what version of them we get here in Game 3, but if they can be consistent, and they likely can be, you'd consider this a massive upgrade. Hopefully, again, a consistent upgrade. But if they can be consistent with this, it's going to be a very tough battle for Elite Vibes. It's going to be a very close battle. And honestly, I don't mind that. I don't think I know these teams wouldn't like it. They want to be the more dominant team, but that's never always the case. You can be happy enough with just getting a win here in such a tough series. We'll go to Game 3 now. Match point to be determined. So the winner of this series will be Elite 5, looking to try to get themselves on the board early. Those kickoff goals in the middle of the game really hurt them in the long run. I mean, it's what eventually led to their loss, but they had a ton of chances late as well. It just felt like one team took their chances better than the other. Elite 5s, though, were a good team last game, and they are still a good team here. As again, Polarity, who seems to just make things happen, he's kind of taking the mantle from Pindakas. Oh, he's setting up his teammates to put in the ball in the net. And for Custodes, the last barrier for them to break will be stopping the Elite 5's offense. They can do that. They're going to be sort of home free in this series, but that is not easy as Polarity almost makes it 2-0. That shot did bounce off the post, and Easy's going to get the clear. As here goes Polarity. Ooh, does not get through Tad, so Elite 5's going to be stuck in their own half of the field for a little longer. Double tap for Pindakas, just going to delay some time. Casey, taken it back by Gloomy. Tad. Another clear here from Elite 5s, who do look like they're really feeling the pressure at this point. Miss from Gloomy, it's not a perfect touch. Casey to Flomsy, it's kept up by Pindakas. It's now Tad, who will not get the second touch. Read perfectly by Gloomy. It's Casey again. Oh, he's got past the ball. It's an open net. And it will roll in to tie the game at 1. Pindakas and Polarity on that handoff of positioning weren't watching Casey. And Custodes sneak one by. An Elite 5's team that seems to have such good offense, their defense is failing them right now. They hurt them last game as well. A team that seems to be all on the firepower, and that's part of the reason why I think if Custodes can just deny the Elite 5's offense, they're going to be clear through, because that is really the scariest part of Elite 5's. Although Custodes are not going to be so nice about that. Elite 5s leave it. Polarity to take another one. Flip reset as well. Be straight at Casey. Here goes Gloomy. Casey on the challenge. It is off the side wall. And, oh, not cleared away by Tad, who did get stopped there. It's Flomsy who's got to be careful. He jumps really early for that. Well, Flomsy just put himself in absolute no man's land. Too delayed here. He has to go earlier than this if he's going to challenge Gloomy. If not, he's got to wait in net. There is no reason for him to jump like that late. Unless he truly thinks he could actually reach that challenge in time. A poor choice from Flomsy, and Custodes, with all the work they've done, that is a terrible way to give it. That's a terrible way to give it away. Well, Custodes gonna need another goal soon, and oh, they're gonna get one as well. Well, what has happened in this game? These goals have been nothing pretty, but absolutely disastrous defense so far. Polarity, who I have to imagine expects more from himself in that position. That is an awkward look, and we're only halfway through this game, and already these defenses are giving me concern. It's going to become, I think this series is going to come down to which defense shapes up a little bit quicker. Both teams just do not look comfortable. It will be cleared back. Tad. Taken away by Polarity. Gloomy. Custodes just going to bounce the ball in the blue half. They're not going to win it here. Elite 5s get all this space. Polarity, who's been the problem here in games 2 and 3. I think Elite 5s are kind of looking at them to be the one to change things around. Well, that's not going to help. That's a good save, though. Huge recovery from Gloomy, who made the mistake initially on that play that led to that chance. And here goes Pindakas. That's going to be free, too. Elite 5s not slowing down. Couple demos in the backfield as well. That got rid of the challenge that Pindakas would have had ordinarily. With all that extra room, they don't miss it. And again, this is match point to be determined from the winner to the winner of this game. And Custodes, who started off so poorly in game 1. A lot of proving still to do with not a lot of time left. Well, that's not going to help them either. Polarity nearly sneaking it one in for a 2-goal advantage. That'd be Casey. Ooh, got past that defender too, Flumsy. Had 2 players waiting in front. Vindicast will be the one to reach it. Tad. Unable to beat Polarity. Now it's Flumsy, Vindicast, Casey. Good away, Flumsy again. That's just choosing to wait, and Custodes are not going to get the ball back either. You can really tell that they know they're strapped for time. They need to work quickly. Elite Vibes doing a great job of just keeping the ball away from them right now. That's a couple seconds burned away. There's no one home, though. Oh, that could have been in from Tad. Casey now. Add to that scare. Custodes really waiting here in the midfield. They've got to go now. Tad on net. Gloomy catches to it. Casey. Well, that's going to be left where no one is standing. And Polarity takes it away. Cleared back. Elite Vibes with the defensive position right now. The defense has not been their strong point this game, but they'll need to hold on for a couple more moments, and they might not need to. It's Gloomy, and it's straight at Flumsy. 10 seconds left now. Custodes need one. There's not enough to go for. It's to the corner, and out, and over. With that touch from Vindicast. Elite Vibes will take match point in the series. And are now 1 win away from taking the series itself. Tough run for Custodes. Left that sense of urgency until it was just too late. Again, it comes down to these defenses. Neither of them looked amazing this game. At the end of it, though, it was Elite Vibes' offense who did improve. I really do, again, think this is going to be one that's decided by the defense. We'll just have to wait and find out, I guess, if that's the case, but we're getting closer and closer to the end of this series, and, well, at this point, Elite Vibes only need one more win. Custodes must win from here on out if they are to be the ones to win the series. They must take Game 4 here. We continue the series, but it is Elite Vibes on match point. Here we go. Game 4. And Custodes in a bit of desperation now. What can they do about it? Well, KC looking to do something about it. That's just a little high. But it's a solid start for Custodes, who are going to need more of that. They're already waiting. As a double commit from Custodes will lead to a clear from Tad. One that will not be handled well by Elite Vibes, who kind of gave this one away a bit too quickly. Casey's going to try to chase down one. He won't connect, but it is a bit of a disjointed backfield. That's going to bounce in for Flumsy. Well, it may have looked a little silly. That bump attempt on the corner actually had an impact there. Casey removed that challenge, and you can see how late they are. That made the difference there. That's why Vindicast was left all alone. It was a silly looking bump attempt, but it ends up working. With 4 minutes to still to play. Custodes hold down the lead as it's Polarity to the bouncer. Oh, it's not a great look there, Tad, to Casey. A little bit of improvisation from Custodes, who had 2 players jump up initially for that challenge. They'll get back into shape, though. Elite Vibes will need to try again. Gloomy. Sent back by Casey. Will be room for Elite Vibes who... Oh, man, that's a bit of panic right there. Ed could have done a whole lot better with it, but They won't. And, well, Polarity didn't get the clear, so Elite Vibes gonna need to try again. This time it's with Pindakas. Tad. Oh, he missed it! It's Pindakas who wanted to take a quick shot. Won't go in, but Elite Vibes setting the tone early in this offensive pressure. They are going to put plays on you. Albeit not many plays. That's the only shot they had on that offensive rush. Custodes just winning these challenges. They're not going to win that play with those kind of whiffs, but... And they won't. It's Pindakas again to the back wall. KC takes the read. It's Polarity up the back wall for Gloomy. KC now. Polarity on the challenge. It is lofted to the back wall where Gloomy is waiting. It's just wide. Pindakas the tie. And Elite Vibes, we're not going to be left goalless for long. All that pressure, all those shots. Custodes couldn't handle it. And Elite Vibes, while they may not be playing nearly as strong of a conversion rate on their shots, the amount of pressure they're putting on makes up for that lack of accuracy. Custodes, who've had trouble handling this Elite Vibes offense all day, they have trouble still in Game 4. Polarity. Second touch. Left for Flomsy. Gloomy. Just looking for a dunk on KC. Well, actually, in fact, get KC itself. That's Flomsy. Polarity. Still Polarity. KC back to Flomsy. Oh, it's Demo there. Pindakas. Flomsy's got bumped. And really, one goal might be the difference in this game. Oh, it was a bit of a breakdown from Custodes. They get a Demo, though, that saves them. Oh, it goes in anyway! Are you kidding me? Well, I thought Gloomy was foam free. He got demoed in KC. Oh, how on earth can that happen? That can't be how this series ends. A head in hands moment, if you will, for KC. And Elite Vibes now have the lead. Custodes are facing time pressure. Infield pass. Elite Vibes, if they get any more goals this game, you think it's all over. Only a minute to play now. Custodes running out of opportunities. They might get one here, though. That's on target. Straight up Pindakas. They'll have to try again. Flomsy to KC. KC is trying to leave one up for Tad. It won't be where he liked it. He'll instead go for another infield pass. It actually doesn't do badly there. But it's just cool as you like it from Polarity, who does a great job at just getting it away. And look at how slowly Gloomy's taking this. No one challenging Custodes. We're all back getting boost. 30 seconds now. Towards what could be the end of the series. Gloomy. Gloomy to clear. Gloomy still. Polarity! Saved away by Flomsy. That may have just kept Custodes in this one for now. Pindakas. That won't! Oh, it's off the line! Pindakas again! Flomsy gets there! That was off the bar and out. Still kept in. Flomsy can't get to it! And Polarity will ice this game! Desperate saves from Custodes will not be enough. It's Polarity with the hammer. And Elite Vibes with the series. Time will run out. Custodes will lose the series. And Elite Vibes, who has had a scary offense all series, just could not be quelled by Custodes. Polarity with a standout performance in this series. Elite Vibes take the match 3-1. A series that started poorly for Custodes, they found ways to improve as the night went on. The problem with that is that even though they found ways to improve, they just could not seem to find a way to manage the Elite Vibes offense. Polarity especially was a problem. That'll be the end of the series. Unfortunately for Custodes, it's a 3-1 loss. But that will be it for tonight. We'll see if they can come back better next time around. But for now, thank you all so much for joining the stream. I'm Spuddy FC. Hope you all enjoyed this action. Hope you all, Honor Custodes, enjoyed this stream. And hopefully when we come back again, we'll have a win for all of you to celebrate about. Have an amazing rest of your night.